I think the true hallmark of being a woman in 2025 is the intense drive to emulate the vibes of your favorite Pinterest boards. Romanticizing your life is key to completing this goal, but where do you start? That's where I come in. Welcome to episode 1 of Living Like My Pinterest Boards, a series that will take you along with me as I show you how to make your most aesthetic boards your reality. So the first step of this is, of course, creating and curating your perfect Pinterest board. Of course, if you already have like your perfect Pinterest board that you want to follow, you can just reference that. But I would encourage you to create 2 separate types of boards. The first one is an overall general board where you're less concerned about like the aesthetic of the pictures all matching, and it's more just for like every single pin you see that you like, that you want to save, but you don't know like what specific board to add it to. And the second type of board that I'm going to suggest is a day-by-day board. So this will come more into play a little later, honestly around like the last tip in this video. Our day-by-day boards are gonna be like the boards that we make for inspo, like the night before an event happens, or you have plans, or you do something, stuff like that. Board number 1, our overall general board, is gonna be the board that we reference the most in this video, or at least the board that these steps are going to reference the most. But throughout this series that I have on my channel, my day-by-day boards are going to be the boards that I reference when I go and like live like Pinterest. So let's talk a little bit about our general board once again. Event out of this, you know, like sit in your bed after you had an everything shower, your sheets are nice and clean and fresh, maybe with a cup of tea or a fresh glass of water. Cute inspirational YouTube, maybe even like this video or other videos on my channel. And a cute pajama set, you have maybe a box of chocolates, like make an event out of this and then just scroll to your heart's desires, and any pin you see that you think, oh my god, that is so cute, just add it to this big overall general board, because this is how you're gonna find your vibe and your aesthetic. This could work for literally any vibe that you want. Maybe you're more of like a coastal cowgirl girly, maybe you're a plant girl, maybe you're a girly girl, maybe you're a combination of all these things, because like why are we trying to put ourselves into boxes? This will just kind of help you discover like your style, what you like. The overall goal of both of these types of Pinterest board, they are going to provide examples of different ways you can romanticize your life right now. And the best part is because you made it, these boards are going to be specifically designed by and curated for you. Step 2 is creating an aesthetic space. You've heard me say it before, you're gonna hear me say it a million times again. You cannot have a clean mind if your space is not clean. So go and deep clean your room. Clean your apartment. If the space that you're choosing is going to be like a beach, make sure you have a cute towel. You could find like $4 ones at Old Navy that are adorable. Just make sure your space, whatever it is, whether it is going to be your apartment for like everyday life, or if it's going to be like an event you're going to, fits you. It may not seem like it, but this is literally entirely in your control. If we are talking about room, apartment, if you're really trying to go for that more day-to-day romanticization, make sure your room and apartment is always clean. You don't have to have like all the cute new trendy items that are on Pinterest. You just have to have items that you like, that make you happy. You're not gonna feel like you have like an aesthetic Pinterest life if you have like a bunch of trash on your nightstand. Here's where our boards that we created come in. For some inspo, go ahead and reference that general board you made first. I guarantee you there is a photo of some location. Like I said, it could be your room, your apartment, it could be the beach, it could be a coffee shop. I'm not saying like completely copy these things. I'm not saying go out and buy anything. In fact, for this video, you don't have to buy anything. Really don't. This is completely free to do. Just like kind of mimic what you like about those photos. You save those photos to your general board because you enjoyed them. Go ahead and mimic kind of like the things that are in it. Maybe the nightstand is organized a certain way, in a way you didn't think about before. Go ahead, try organizing something like that with the things you already own. Back to the beach towel example, maybe they have like a specific layout that they do when they go to the beach that you really enjoy, that you think is super cute. Mimic that. I honestly think this first step might be one of the most important in this entire video, because your environment is going to have such an effect on you mentally. The way you make your life aesthetic is by making the things around you like cutesy and aesthetic. The next step is like one of the most fun in my opinion. Go ahead and look at the outfits you have in those Pinterest boards that you made. Whether you saved it because of outfit inspo or you just saved it because you like the photo, look at the outfits, go to your closet and get inspired. Really have to emphasize, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe. I guarantee you, you have at least some of the things you can use that match, that are similar to the things in these outfits. They don't have to be the exact same clothing piece. Maybe you realize, wow, I really like the big top kind of small shorts combo. Go ahead and like make a few outfits with that. If you see an outfit and you thought, hey, I never thought about layering like a short short sleeve underneath a sweatshirt so you get like that cute collar effect. Go ahead and try that out. Maybe you see two colors together that you never thought about matching, and you might not have those exact clothing pieces, but you have those colors. Go crazy, girl, you know, go have fun. This part is so fun because you really just get re-inspired by the things you already have. I always feel like I don't have enough clothes. I'm also one of those people who gets rid of things really easily. So it is so normal for me to literally be like, I have nothing to wear. I have nothing to wear. And then all of a sudden I'll look at my Pinterest boards and I will put together like pieces that are either similar to the ones in the photos that I have, or the structures are similar, or the colors are similar, or maybe I have like that top and like a different pair of jeans, whatever. Go and look at those and I get so much inspiration. You know, like you can get some inspo for like what looks good together. Go ahead, just go crazy. Have a little fashion show for your friends, your family. Fun, but I encourage you to not buy anything for this step specific. But I think the fun part about this step is really getting like just true fashion inspiration from the things you saved in that big general board. Because like I said, that big general board, if you're just saving things you like without like a second thought, you're gonna really be able to really curate and find your style through that. And that is just like so much fun. Whenever I get a compliment when I'm just like out and about on my outfit, it's typically an outfit that I styled based off of Pinterest photos. Step 4 is one that I feel like you wouldn't think of. It's routines. So go ahead and look at that general board. Once again, like I said, we're gonna keep referencing that. We're gonna keep referencing it. It is so important. Go ahead and look at that big general board you made and look and find if there's any photos that you can tell it's like part of someone's routine. So like for example, a morning routine, you might see like a girl sitting journaling with a cup of coffee. Like for nighttime routine, you might see like some aesthetic mood lighting and a girl sitting in her bed scrolling on Pinterest, because the inception is so real on that app. They're not just like a random cute self-care pin, they're part of that person's larger routine. So you know what I'm gonna say? Go scroll through and find that inspo. Going back to our morning routine example, you see a picture of a girl that you really like and she's doing her gratitude journaling in the morning. Add that into your morning routine the next day. And you can honestly probably build an entire routine based off of like cutesy aesthetic pictures you saved on Pinterest. I really want to emphasize with this that it is the little things like these little additions to your already set routine that you have that make your life feel like you're living in your Pinterest board. The best way to romanticize your life is to really, really look for these little moments and really just like be fully present in them. Don't be scrolling on TikTok. If you're gonna scroll on something, hello, make it Pinterest. Just like really sit and be with yourself and be present and enjoy these things for you. That is how you make your life feel Pinteresty. That is how you literally romanticize your life. It's appreciating the little things that you can add to your everyday life. Step 5 is a little shorter and it's optional, but it's a lot of fun. And here is where I'm gonna reference like maybe your day-by-day boards where you like make them the night before a beach trip, or you make it the night before you know you're gonna have a big reading marathon the next day. Or shoot, you can make it in the afternoon before you decide to do like a self-care routine that night. Like I was saying, these are your themed boards where you kind of wanna like emulate the vibes of that specific board. And like I said, that's gonna be like a lot of what like this series is on my channel. It's gonna be me showing you how I do that so you guys can get Pinterest inspo without doing all the hard work in between. So here we go with step 5. A photo of some girl's makeup. It could be either like a specific makeup routine she posted, or just like say like it's a nice picture of her and you like her makeup style. Try that new makeup style, and same with the hairstyle. Try a fun new hairstyle that you wouldn't have tried before. Silly and fun, but it kind of helps you like break out of a sense of normalcy while still keeping your routine so it doesn't like throw you off. And you might find a new all-time favorite way to do your makeup or hair. Like it's just like silly and fun, and it's nice to like try new things every once in a while. Then have step 6, which is experiences. This is the only step that might cost money, but it doesn't need to. Once again, we're referencing our general board. You're gonna go through that general board, and anytime you see like an experience that you saved that you think looks really fun, maybe you saved a picture of a girl sitting next to a stack of books, make that like a reading marathon, a nice night in, a morning walk, a hike, all of those things you saved because you just liked how they looked. You didn't have like any of like these preconceived notions of like, oh, I want to do this. You obviously are interested in those activities. Make a bucket list based off of them. Put this bucket list somewhere where you will see it every day. And this can have like crazy things on it, like go to Italy, but it could also have things that you can just like generally mark off in your day-to-day life. Try to make this long, try to make it big. It can include brunches, picnics, hosting something for your friends, a cute little themed party, going to the beach. And I challenge you to do one of these things at least bi-weekly, Step 7 is our final step, and it actually combines like literally everything I just talked about. Whenever you are marking things off your bucket list, keep all of the previous steps that I just said in mind. We're gonna use the example of a beach trip because that's just my favorite. I'm a Cali girl, what can I say? For our spatial element, find a cute beachside cafe to go get coffee at in the morning. And then when you get to the beach, make your beach towel setup super cute. This will of course come after the inspo you find on Pinterest for your cute beachy outfit. Talk about routines too. The after beach routine is like one of my favorite things ever. When you get home, go ahead, take a shower, get the sand and the tan off, and do some journaling as part of your after beach night routine. You definitely will have seen some of that on Pinterest too. And finally, the day of, do something different with your hair and your makeup. Boom, you just romanticized an entire day of your life. I really don't want to make this sound like I'm saying just copy everything from Pinterest and be influenced by everything you see. That's like not what I'm saying here. My point is that in my opinion, Pinterest is the best tool to use to romanticize your life, to make your life feel a little bit out of the ordinary, even if you're just doing everyday mundane things. Because when you scroll through it and when you find things that really resonate with you and then you implement those things in your own everyday life, you are doing everything with intention. You are sitting and thinking about all the things you're doing, and it's gonna really help with that gratitude and making you just feel better, feel like a human, really feel like you. Please curate it based off of what you like, not what you think you're influenced to like. If you want to see real life examples of this, go ahead and subscribe because like I said, this is a series in my channel. This is just episode 1, so you guys could see the process that I will be following. We have some very fun like tip vlog style combo videos in this series coming. I'd love to have you stick around to see those. Make sure to like this video as well. All my socials are linked down below, and let's all live our lives like our Pinterest boards. Okay, bye!